Good morning, students. In this video, we will do the exercises and question answers of Chapter 2, Human Migration of Class 5 Social Science. Let's get started. Something to know. Question A. Take the correct option. 1. What is the regular movement of people from one place to another known as? Option A, migration. Option B, traveling. Option C, movement. It is migration. Option A is correct here. Migration is the regular movement of people from one place to another. 2. People were scared to travel abroad in olden times due to A, myths. B, lack of money. C, lack of transportation. Option A, myths. People were scared due to myths. 3. What is migration due to natural disaster known as? A, forced migration. B, voluntary migration. C, seasonal migration. Option A. Migration due to natural disaster is known as forced migration, as people are forced to move from one place to another. 4. Growing crops on a new piece of land once the fertility gets exhausted is A, seasonal agriculture. B, shifting agriculture. C, commercial agriculture. Option B. It is shifting agriculture. B. Fill in the blanks. 1. Mankind and migration have been linked to each other since ancient times. 2. Voluntary migration is when people move to another place on their own wish. 3. In September 2014, Kashmir Valley saw devastating floods. 4. Migration is like a chain. 5. In earlier times, migration was carried out within a limited area. C. State whether true or false. 1. The settled life began only when the man became a food producer. True. 2. People were scared to travel to faraway places in olden times. True. 3. The laborers moved to cities for jobs and better wages. True. 4. Migration brings happiness to many people. True. 5. Migrants are never happy. This statement is false, as migration brings happiness to many people. So, number 5 is false. Next question D. Answer briefly. Question 1. What do you mean by the term migration? Migration is the systematic or regular movement of people from one place to another. Question 2. What is shifting agriculture? Growing crops on a new piece of land once the fertility gets exhausted is known as shifting agriculture. In this type of agriculture, people keep on growing crops on a piece of land, and after a few years, when the fertility gets exhausted, they move to another piece of land in order to grow crops. So this process is known as shifting agriculture. Question number 3. Name the 2 types of forced migration. The 2 types of forced migration are: first, natural migration due to natural disasters, for example tsunami, flood, and 2, man-made migration due to man-made disaster, for example fire, drought, and terrorist activities. Question 4. Name the river which faced floods in Kashmir in the year 2014. River Jhelum faced floods in Kashmir in the year 2014. Question number 5. Name 2 things that change the orthodox thinking of people. The 2 things that change the orthodox thinking of people are: first, education; second, logical thinking. And you can even write the third point, contact with other countries. Mention any of the 2 points. Question number E. Answer the following questions. Question 1. Briefly highlight the 3 types of migration. The 3 types of migrations are: first, voluntary migration. When people migrate on their own wish for higher studies, job, etc., it is known as voluntary migration. Second, forced migration. When people are forced to migrate to other places due to natural disaster or man-made disasters, it is known as forced migration. And third, seasonal migration. When people migrate to other cities temporarily for extra earning. During the sowing, for example, during the sowing and harvesting season, it is known as seasonal migration. For example, migration of laborers. Question 2. List 3 hardships that the migrants face. The 3 hardships that the migrants face are: first, they lack basic amenities like shelter, sanitation, clean water, etc. Second, children do not get proper education. Third, many migrants do not get any work and hence start begging. Question number 3. Migration brings happiness to many people. Explain with 2 examples. Migration brings happiness to many people as: people see new places and experience new climate. People learn about new customs, traditions, cuisines, dresses, dances, music, etc. Question number 4. Suppose you have to migrate to another city. List 2 preparations that you will make. The 2 preparations that I will make before migrating to another city are: first, I will try to find a job and a place to dwell in. And secondly, I will collect necessary details about the new place. Question number 5. What facilities are needed by people in case of a disaster? Some of the facilities needed by people in case of a disaster are: food, shelter, proper sanitation, healthcare facilities, clean water, etc. Thank you, children.